Today I thought I would talk a little bit about YouTube thumbnails. What makes a good thumbnail, what to look out for, and why thumbnails are important. Well, let's start at the beginning. Thumbnails are important for two reasons. The first one I'm almost certain you will have heard of, and that's having a good thumbnail means that you get a good click-through rate, or CTR as it's often called in the industry. It just means the number of people that see your video's thumbnail and the percentage of people that click on that thumbnail. So if you've got a 50% CTR, that means that half of the people that see the video will click on it and watch your video, and that way you'll get lots of watch time and subscribers and all the other good stuff. So having a good thumbnail that's visually appealing and draws people in is really important, and most people will appreciate that quite easily. But the second reason it's really important to have a good thumbnail is that if you have a thumbnail that Google or YouTube doesn't like, then it's likely to restrict the reach of that video, and the reach is the number of people that YouTube's algorithms put your video in front of in order for them to even have the opportunity to click on them. So you probably remember I've said before, when I start a new channel, I don't really care about the number of views that I'm getting initially. I really don't care about subscribers ever. But what I really want to happen is that the video gets out in front of lots of people so that they at least have the opportunity to click on it, so that there's a good CTR. So let's have a look in analytics at where you'd find your CTR, and then I'm going to show you an advanced trick or technique which will give you an insight as to how YouTube evaluates your thumbnails in order to put your video in front of other people. And I'm pretty sure that not many people who watch this video will know about it, and it's really important, as I'll show you. Anyway, so this is analytics from my Nursery Rhyme channel, and what I want to do is find out which thumbnails are working, which thumbnails are getting the best CTR. So go to your analytics, and as I've said before, the gold in analytics is normally in the See More bit. So click on See More, bring up the analytics, and without even modifying anything, I can see that there's a column here that says impressions click-through rate, and that's CTR. So generally what I do is click it and sort it by CTR, and you can see some of these here are quite high numbers. 27% is actually really good. 25%. Just to let you know, the average on YouTube is around 2%. I normally say to my consultancy clients, if you can get it above 10, then you're doing really well. Above 5 is great, but above 10 is really well. So I'm very pleased with these 20-odd% ones. Another great thing, if you just hover your mouse over the title of the video that comes up, it'll show you the thumbnail. So I can see that this one works well. It's got a bus on it, and it's got a little dog. This is a shorts video actually. This one here has got a bus on it. This one here, come on. Oh, what a surprise, it's got a bus on it. So what do I take from this? Well, people really like buses. My audience, kiddies in this instance, really like buses. But most of my high performing ones have got buses on. Look at this, it's incredible. So what I would do more stuff on buses. That one's got a mouse on it as well, but 17%. And at the other end of the scale, if we just keep going down and down and down, let's have a look. 6%. Again, it'll only show you 50 results. If you want to get all of them, then you go up and export it, as I showed you last week. Let's have a look. Hot cross buns. So what's this one got on it? Okay, so that's got a dog. It's not a great thumbnail, is it really? You can see why. Yeah, karaoke, spider. But you can see 6%, still fairly respectable, but nowhere near the top one here of 27%. This, by the way, gives you your average of 12.9%, 13%, which I'm quite happy with. Anyway, so that's how you get your click-through rate, but that doesn't tell us anything about the reach. How do we find out about the reach? Well, what we do, I'll just bring up my advanced SEO guide, if I can find it. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. I'm going to show you this in action, but Google has a piece of artificial intelligence that quite scarily actually looks at your thumbnail and tries to work out what's in it, and it's amazingly good. It's frighteningly good, to be honest. So here's a thumbnail from my Go Slow TV channel, which features the world's most boring videos, and this is a video that I made where I microwaved frozen curry. Yes, I know. I was young. I was innocent. I didn't know. I didn't know it wouldn't work. Actually, it does work. But I came up with a thumbnail where I basically got a microwave oven and I put a curry in it and I videoed it being microwaved. And I ran the thumbnail through Google's system, which I'm going to demonstrate in practice, and it comes up with a rating. And this is the important thing. It'll come up with lots more things, but it's the rating at the end, the search safe or safe search that we want to look at. What we want to avoid is very high ratings on adult, violence and racy. Medical and spoof don't seem to matter too much in my opinion, or my experience rather, but adult and violence we want to keep away from. So the AI has a look at this thumbnail and said, okay, it's not adult, there's no violence, and it's not racy. I guess putting a chicken curry in a microwave isn't violent. Would be different if it was other things in the microwave, wouldn't it? So I know I won't go into that. I'm going to do one about script writing where we talk about putting a baby in a microwave, but it's not what you think. Don't worry. That'll be in a future week. So it's had a look at this and it seems that it's okay. If we put a different thumbnail through it, and here's one from my Go Slow TV channel, which is a walk around Soho. For those of you who don't know London, Soho is the adult area of London. I ran the thumbnail through it and look at this. We've got adult is quite high and race is quite high. So this wouldn't be a very good thumbnail if I wanted a lot of reach. Somewhat ironically, it probably would be a good thumbnail if I wanted lots of people to click on it. So the CTR on this is probably going to be quite high because, you know, without wishing to be politically incorrect, if you put attractive ladies on thumbnails, typically you'll get good click-through rate, but often the reach will be restricted because YouTube has a look at the thumbnail and says, this is adult stuff, naughty, we don't want that, thank you very much, sir, and it will restrict the reach. Okay, so if you've got some thumbnails designs that you wanted to test, how do you do it? Well, dead simple, and it's free. Go to this URL up here, which I'm going to zoom in on. So it's https cloud.google.com/vision/docs/drag and drop, and it'll bring you this page. Okay, all we need to do is drag our thumbnail image into here and the magic happens. So I'm going to get one, I'll get one from my meditation channel. This is stargazing. This is the thumbnail that I came up with, stargazing. So just drag the image. I just had it in a file here, just on Explorer. So I just dragged it in. It's uploading, take a few moments, and then when it's uploaded, I have to prove that I'm not a robot. In fact, might as well do that now. And there you go. Look at this. This is frightening. So it's identified that there's a face on there, and it will try and find the emotion. There we go, joy. Yes, because I'm smiling. No sorrow, no anger, no surprise. No exposed, blurred, no headwear. If you put a hat on, it will do it. So it's pretty sure, 96% confidence that it's got it right, and it has, because it's me smiling. Objects, has it identified objects? Well, it's identified a person, and I'm wearing glasses. Wow. Labels, glasses, smile, light, world. You see, this is how it will categorize your even knows I've got a beard. Font, happy, astronomical object. This will help YouTube decide what it is and suggest it and find this video in search. Isn't this incredible? How much it actually knows. You can't hide anything. Logos. Yeah, it's found the logo, and it thinks that the logo here, which is my channel logo, is similar to Cincinnati Stingers, whoever they are. Let's have a look and click on that and bring it up. Yeah, I guess it's a football team. But yeah, it does look a little bit similar, doesn't it? Wow, AI. Text, look at this, it's red, what's on the thumbnail. Stargazing, original sleep story, so they would be keywords, wouldn't they, that would help in the, possibly help at least in the search. Properties, dominant colors, and safe search. Yeah, so no adult. Spoof, it seems to put spoof a lot, but it doesn't seem to make any difference. Medical, violence and racy. So you don't want anything with adult, violence or racy. This would be an okay thumbnail to put up. But I just think it's incredible that it knows so much about what's in the thumbnail. So don't think that you can hide anything. Don't think that you can put something in the thumbnail that doesn't match what's in the video, because that will be clickbait, and it will find out. As we can see, it knows what's in the thumbnail, it'll know what's in the video, and it will penalise you for it. So I hope you find that helpful. Don't get too hung up on it. Just when you come out with a new design, stick one up there and make sure it doesn't say adult, violence or race. It does get it wrong sometimes. A little anecdote: on my Go Slow TV channel, I got a community strike. I did a video which was a tube journey from where I live to another station. Nothing naughty about it whatsoever, but they banned it because they said it was it adult content or pornographic content. There was nothing in that at all. No, not even any posters on the walls, where there were ladies in bikinis or whatever. And they put a strike on my channel. And it took me the best part of 2 years to have it taken down. I actually got it taken down last week by appealing, even they said I could no longer appeal. So that's a bit of a side story, but just know that AI will be looking at everything that you upload into YouTube. I'm not going to open the can of worms about AI voices and things, but whatever you do, they are smarter than you, and they will find out what's in the content. So play within the guidelines, and most of the time you're going to be safe, and this helps you stay within the guidelines. Occasionally they make mistakes, usually you can rectify it, but that's my tip today, is thumbnails. Make them pretty, make them safe, and then grow your channel.